sir, for that. And we are now on part two of our episode one, the question and answer portion. So, sir, just a point of clarification, because there are students who happen to be congressional district scholars. They're receiving around 6,000 to 7,500 pesos. And that in the latest list, but they have not received yet, of course, they are part of the TES, which is 20,000 pesos per semester. So how are we going to reconcile that matter, sir?
As I have mentioned, that the ongoing TDP, it's entitled ongoing because there were actually uh, previously in the list of our TDP. And unfortunately, uh, academic year 1920, I mean 2019 and 2020, that would be the last year that our most of our congressmen have a fund for the Tolong Donong grantees. New guidelines given to us by the DBM, approved by CHED, and of course together with UNIPAS, that those ongoing TDP grantees who are now TES, under TES, would only receive 12,000. So actually that is only in the guidelines. And I think the reason why we include this one, this ongoing TDP grantees, because, just to be fair with them, because they had already been given some sort of, not very big allowance or scholarship from the congressman or from CHED, uh, from CHED through the congressman's fund. So we cannot just leave them, like that, no? So that is the reason why nga ato gisaw sa Unipas kaning nga mga grantees.
Thank you, sir. In your discussion, you mentioned that the TDP or the congressional grantees will now be part of the TES. Am I right, sir, that even though they do belong to TES, they will still receive 6,000 or 7,500 and not 20,000 pesos? Am I right, sir?
They are now, as ongoing TDP TES, following our guidelines, they will only receive 6,000 per semester. Before that next question, I just would like to inform those who are TDP grantees before. If you are a TES, you only have to choose one. Definitely, you would choose the TES because that is 40,000. No, so we cannot give you both. So you cannot be a TES grantee, the usual TES, the listahanan, or the tulong donong TES. So you have.
What is good about this program, sir, is once they are already part of the TES or the TDP TES, they will enjoy it until they finish their schooling.
We need to have, let's say, we need to have some sort of application, yearly application. Why? Because for us to determine whether this particular students still enrolled.
What is good about this year, sir, we automatically registered all our enrolled students to our TES portal.
It's also good the system that the school would just upload all the students to the portal. That's much better. Because for us to really determine whether this particular student were already graduated or not enrolled or they are no longer in.
Based on my experience, there are parents who are coming to the office and asking, why is it that their kids are not part of the TES when they are part of the 4Ps? Can you please shed light on that matter, sir? What's the difference between the listahanan and the 4Ps? And basically, questions are boiling down to who are selecting the grantees of the TES. Thank you, sir.
that in our prioritization, in fact, that's the fourth priority, students from the listahanan. So that's the reason why we ask the schools to ask the students to apply so that their names would be uploaded to our portal. And once it is uploaded to the portal, we are going to send those applied or those students who are in the portal to the to DSWD central office. And it's the central office DSWD who would determine whether these students are really in the listahanan, are really in their priority number, in their those who are eligible for the TES. So actually, it's the central DSWD central office who would give us the list of their listahanan names to us. And that's the time that, oh, okay, Juan de la Cruz, who enrolled in Bisu, Maine, he is one of the TES, he is one of the priority listahanan. And that's the time we would say, okay, ma'am, this is the list, and tell them that they are our priority number 4, and they will be given that privilege to be TES grantees. So it's not us here at the regional level, not even our CHED in the central office, not even our UNIPAS at the central office. It's from the DSWD central office, who would determine whether this particular names will be included in our TES grantees. I have already discussed with you what's the difference between the purpose and the listahanan. The listahanan actually is a database of the SWD. And the purpose is one of the program of the SWD. And then, since it is a program, of course, na sila gitawag nato nga priority list as well. Nga gikan sa na nila gikuha nga to sa listahanan. Okay, so nalipog manggod ang atong mga students, even the parents of our students. Sabi nila, when you say purpose na ka-automatic, no. It would always depend on kung sa to'y gihatag sa central office, the SWD central office, nga naa sa ilang database. Nga gitawag na nato og list.
Thank you so much for that, sir. And two of the benefits that our TES grantees are entitled to, like if they happen to be PWG, so they can avail of the 30,000 per year. And if they also are applying for licensure examination, they're also entitled to 10,000 pesos. Now, sir, what are the documents that they need to prepare, and to what office are they going to acquire all of those, and to where are they going to submit? Thank you, sir.
Okay, so actually, ma'am, what would be their evidence is the ID given to them by the SWD again. No? So they should get that PWD ID from the SWD. Okay? Only from the SWD. Huh? And then they are going to bring that to their school, I mean to their TES portal. By this particular year, we really have to make sure na all our institutions, all HEI, SUCS, LUC, or private institution, when we ask for enrollment, they should specify in the portal that this particular student is a PWD, so that they will get their benefits together with their TES. I mean, the usual TES grants, so that they can use that money actually for any purpose to support their being a PWD. If they want to buy a wheelchair, so they can buy a wheelchair. If they want to use it for some sort of a transportation, you can use that. They can use that one. So we will give them that benefits, that grants, until such time they would graduate from their program. Just to be clear, that only those who are TES grantees, TES grantees, will benefit on this particular provisions. And only those students who enrolled in a program, board course program. If your program is not a board course, of course, definitely, it's not for you. So only those students who enrolled in a board course program who could benefit on this 10,000 maximum in preparation for their professional licensure, in preparation for their board exams. When you say preparation, Let's say, for example, you pay for transportation, when you go for review, etc. But mind you, it's only 10,000K maximum. Even the government is actually really helping you out on this one. So from the beginning until the end, no, sa imong programa. So we have to be grateful on this one.
Sir, thank you for that. And what if a student has to stop for some valid reasons? Can she still go on with her TES grant when she'll be back the following year?
Yes, you know, once you are a TES grantees, you will be a grantees until such time you finish your program. So, meaning to say, if you stop this semester, of course, we will not give you the grants. Why? Because you're not enrolled. However, when you go back and enrolled again, we still have to verify whether you're really enrolled. And that's the time we can continue on with your your TES grants. Why? Because you are already in our database. It's easy for us to determine Juan de la Cruz, first year, and then second year, first semester, was siya mo enroll. Of course, the school would say not enrolled. So we will just put not enrolled. And then next semester, let's say next semester, we will have another verification. And then Juan de la Cruz enrolled in the second semester, and then that's the time we will give you your grants. Because the thing is, no enrollment, no grants. Okay, so that's the thing.
Thank you, sir. So the government is so kind in allowing 1 year extension if you cannot make it to your target date to finish your schooling. Is this also true with TES?
Here's the point. For us, Unipass, yes. But you have to look at the admission and retention policy of each institution. Let's say, for example, Bisu would say na, oops, mo fail gani ka o, let's say, 3 subjects, you will be kicked out from the institution. So that's the problem there. For us, we don't have problem because as long as you are in the poder of the institution, we are obliged to pay. For as long as the program is still at naapa siya sa a time span, we still obliged to pay. But now you have to you have to read your admission and retention policy, their students. If the school would say, no, so if you fail for this one, we will not give you any more any chance, then we cannot do because that is.
Just in case, sir, I am enrolled in a course, for example, and after 2 years, I decided to transfer to another course. So what will happen to my free tuition or free miscellaneous? Is there a point in time that I will be made to pay on my own? Or am I allowed to hop from one course to another?
For for that particular is the first program that you enrolled.
Oh.
So meaning to say, education is 4 years, engineering is 6 years. So practically, 5 years na ang imuha. So therefore, kung engineering ka, there's still a last year that Unipass or the government would not pay you anymore because you already consume the agreed span of that particular first program that you enrolled, mentioned in your as TES grants. My dear students, you have to keep in mind this one, that once you enroll, make sure that that's the right program for you.
Thank you, sir, for patiently and elaborately answering to all my questions. So we are learning so much from you, and on behalf of the students and the whole Bohol Island State University family, I thank you. And I think there is a question in the chat box that maybe you would like to answer, sir. Thank you.
We would like to ask if katong mga students nga na-appeal sa list last year is matagaan pa ba to karon? That would always depend, Ma'am Shimineth, if they applied and they are in our portal because we still have to verify. No? If grantees na sila last year, that is already some 99% na matagaan sila. But if they are not no longer enrolled, or perhaps they are not included in our portal, I'm afraid they will not be given, because we are only basing our giving of grantees for those who are in our portal and verified TS.
I believe, sir, the question of Shiminit has to do with the list that was released last year by CHED, and suddenly there was a change, and there were, I think, some of them who are displaced. And I think that is the point of her question, sir.
Minute now. So we already forwarded, we are already forwarded to your school kadtong mga naapil ra. Okay? So naay wala maapil. Okay? Kadtong wala maapil, so I'm very sad to say nga di na sila maapil. Inani man gud ang nahitabo. So last year adunay mga new applicants. Unfortunately, inani na itabo, there are 100,000 applicants, and then na-verified sila, and then there was a mistake from the central office that they said that all of them will be included. However, when they check the fund would only good for 60,000 students, grantees. So karon gi-prioritize katong first 60,000. So definitely, karon I don't have the list right now with me kung pila ang na-appeal diha sa inyong schools. So all you have to do now is you ask your focal person whether you are included. If you are not included, sorry to say, I cannot give you an assurance that you will not be given a grants for last year. However, good news is this year we have about 60 billion budget for our TES and FHE. So dako ang atong budget karon. But it's not yet as well an assurance that you will be included. The thing is, I hope you still applied for TES. I hope that your focal person uploaded your name to our portal, because that's the time what we still have to verify whether you are included. Okay, by their students, if you want to know whether you are accepted or not, let's just wait, because at this moment of time, we are still verifying. So, however, I question nga, what about the freshmen? So, I hope you were guided by your focal person, TS focal person. And then as mentioned by Ma'am Arceli, that daghan pa ang wala ma-appeal, because the time for application was really very short. And then I mentioned to her that it's just a matter of really writing a letter asking our regional director if we could still extend the application for TES. And I think the regional office would really listen to us. So it's just a matter, Ma'am Arceli, to write letters so that we can really extend for another application time frame.
Thank you so much, Sir Humabon, for your time and for your expertise. We truly appreciate. I know we will never run out of questions, but I believe you can still be within our reach, because you have proven that since time that we met. So please also extend our heartfelt gratitude to our very kind and very good Regional Director, Dr. Maximo Alhibi, for his support to Bisu. We truly appreciate. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And to you, my dear students, maybe you are not a TES grantee, but it doesn't matter. What is important is you are already scholar ng bayan, enjoying free quality higher education in Bohol Island State University. That is already something to rejoice about, because many would have wanted to come, but you are chosen. So therefore, since much is given to you, much is required of you. So we have so much hope in you, my dear students. So every day, bear it in mind that you really are going to be very good. Study harder, even in this time of pandemic. And we would like to see a difference in your family, in the society, and of course in this world with you. So that it is our prayer that you and I will journey together, and let's just do our best. And thank you for joining with me today. This is our maiden episode, and hope to see you in our next episodes as we would like to deliver information to you. So let's journey together. This is our way of living in this new normal. So may God bless us all. Bye bye for now. God bless.